Hi, this is Becky. Welcome back to my channel. I had to put on, not only on the armor of God, but I had to put on my extra protection with my Wonder Woman shield around me today. It was one of those days. Okay, I'm going to start off with talking about our pink ray, which was Archangel Chamuel. His physical associations are parts of the body such as the heart, shoulders, lungs, arms, hands, and skin. He heals any part of your body you have rejected or judged unlovingly or unlovable. He eases physical tension and psychosomatic illness. He also is useful where disease has been diagnosed and fear is blocking your physical recovery. Your emotional and mental associations for Archangel Chamuel are: the pink ray is concerned with building confidence and self-esteem. It quickly dissolves the negative emotions of self-condemnation, low self-worth, self-loathing, and selfishness. It ignites inner happiness by showing you your unique talents and abilities and helps you nurture these attributes and value yourself. He stops depression, compulsive behavior, and destructive tendencies. Spiritual associations include: he opens the heart chakra to develop healing gifts. He attracts soulmates, those with whom you can share your innermost thoughts and feelings. And I know that's what I'm trying to call in right now. I don't have any in my 3D reality. Now, yesterday's video, I did prophesy that I was going to be reconnecting with some friends that were strained relationships, and lo and behold, I was in my favorite place drinking tea, and the school guidance counselor that I used to work with when I helped this town build their alternative high school came in, and her and I had this wonderful conversation. She apologized for some things, I apologized for some things, and then I was able to give her my new contact information, and we kind of rekindled that connection. But I know Archangel Chamuel is still working on bringing in more heart chakra open alignments with me. I need more soulmates to be able to continue to do God's work, and in this area I've not found that they're willing to work with me. So we are going to prepare to receive the Christ consciousness and the Holy Spirit. So that is what, if you need help with that, you can call on Archangel Chamuel. Alright, I have some messages and some songs and some downloads, so let's see what I got here. Oh, the first song that I came across, and this was on the radio, was Wait for Me by Zach Williams. It says, "Hey God, it's me. I've been lost a little while, walking all these miles, and I'm in need of some direction, because down here it's getting hard. I've been searching near and far. Help me to believe. You wait for me if I'm taking the long way home, stuck on the same old dead-end road. I want to leave the life I know, but when I just can't let go, you wait for me. You keep on holding on, because heaven knows I'm not that strong. I'm sorry it took so long. I was taking the long way home, but you wait for me. Oh, you wait for me. And now I see, I should have asked you years ago, but my heart was full of stones and disbelief. But you were patient while you washed away my doubt. When you laid that roadmap out, your path was straighter. Every twist and every turn, every lesson that I learned, every step that I take, you always made a way. And if I stumble and I fall, if my walk becomes a crawl, you carry me when I can't find my strength. Oh, you wait for me if I'm taking the long way home." And I know that there are people that watch me. They've been watching me and watching me and watching me and watching me. It's actually really annoying. But it's very, very rare to find someone who actually reaches out and helps. They just watch people struggle, and I have a lot that enjoy watching me struggle, which is sick. But that is the reality of the world that we're in, and that is why Jesus is coming back faster than people realize, and why God's wreaking havoc on the world. I don't know if you can see, I don't think so. We have so much fog. We have a UV warning, we have a heat index warning, and we have this like smoke and fog from the Canadian fires that are going on, that's traveling all the way down here into Indiana. And believe it or not, in this town, all people can do is concentrate and complain about my clothing. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm living in my car when it's 100 degrees out, working my booty off, doing all these things to try to help her anchor in light, giving all this free help, all this service, sacrificing everything, time with my family, my loved ones, fasting. I'm doing all these things, and they're complaining about what I'm wearing. And others are judging, saying I'm fat. You know, it's so ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. So, next song I got was If the Lord Builds the House by Hope Darst and John Reddick. Now, most men don't think that I know what divine masculines do for women. They think I'm stupid. I will not build another man. I won't do it. The only men that I'm dating are the ones that are building me up, knowing full well that it just might be for a season. Like, I don't know God's plan. So the world we live in, men don't want to do shit unless they're going to get some sex, they're going to get money out of you, they're going to get service out of you. And I'm like, okay, go do your healing. Go talk with God. Go play with those other girls that don't know their worth, that don't know what's going on, that don't know. My soul is good. I'm ready for God to take me home. I'm okay with it. But my ancestors and the Holy Spirit and the angels said, we are preparing someone for you, so please stop giving up hope. That there are good men still out there. Because just I haven't seen any doesn't mean they don't exist. Because the ones that I've seen, they're taken, and I don't want one that's taken. That means they're not for me. And if they leave a wife to come at me, they have no chance. None. That is disgusting and disgraceful. So, God says, I do have a divine counterpart out there that will show up in my 3D reality when the time is right. And right now I'm supposed to be taking care of myself, taking care of my family, and figuring out how to use my spiritual gifts to be able to help others while making money. It's an exchange. And at this point in time, everybody's just take. So I am no longer actually going to the shelter. I'm no longer helping them with workshops. I'm no longer working with clients. I don't even go there anymore. I'm just strictly in my car, working my job, and doing odd jobs and helping people here and there and taking care of my family. I'm really over over this whole friggin' human experience. So here we go. The song for If the Lord Builds the House. It says, I've built up my own name, but the walls can't stand. I've trusted my own strength, but it was sinking sand. So I put my ruins into your hands and watch you restore them like only you can. Because if the Lord builds the house, nobody can tear it down. If the Lord builds the house, nobody can tear it down. I'm so tired of people just destroying everything I'm building just for shits and giggles. Just because it's funny. Just because. When it's built on His name, there's nothing gonna shake this ground. If the Lord builds the house, nobody can tear it down. My foundation is strong. So you guys can keep huffing and puffing and keep blowing the walls down as I'm building it. And guess what? God's just going to move me somewhere else and allow me to build it even stronger there. The bricks may be weathered through storm and through fire, but what God holds together, it stands firm every time. Because my life is anchored on this solid truth, that whatever God's building, no, it can't be moved. Because if the Lord builds the house, nobody can tear it down when it's built on His name. There's nothing going to shake this ground. If the Lord builds the house, then nobody can tear it down. Nobody. And as for me and my house, we're going to serve you, Lord. So here's the keys. Please come on in. Everything we have is yours. As for me and my house, we're serving the Lord. So here's the keys. Please come on in. Because everything we have is all by the grace of God. So those of you sitting all high and mighty with all this money and all this prestige and all this power, it's all God's. And He's watching how you use it or misuse it. And as quickly as God can give it, He can take it away. And as quickly as He takes it away, He can give it back. So I'm not getting out of alignment with what God's got in store for me. Just not going to do it. I traveled today 3 different times. I saw 444. I stopped at a train, and all of a sudden the train's going by and graffiti had 444 on it. What was it? The other one was a license plate. I was leaving the place where I was working on my computer and doing the channel messages and studying, and on the license plate in the vehicle next to me, 444. And then there was one more where I jotted it down. It was, my emails. My business account, my emails were 4444. That's how many emails that I have inside my email. Unread messages, 4,444 messages. Most of them are just people trying to sell me stuff. Most of them were just people that are like asking questions, but not actually, like wanting help. And so that's why I'm just like, well, I shut my doors down. Like, if nobody wants to help, then what's the point of me having a business? I'm just forking out money that isn't coming back to me. So they don't want help, then okay, that's fine. I'll have better things to do then and find a different way to still help people besides that business. All right, so here we go. Worship Through It by Tasha Layton. So since people sabotaged my business, and legitimately was sabotaged, like legitimately by multiple people, so God said, go ahead and let it stay dead. We're not going to resurrect it. We're going to rebuild different, in a new way, somewhere off the grid where people can't destroy it, and with new people that will be able to help guard it and protect it, rather than laugh at it, mock it, and then ultimately try to sabotage it. So while I'm in this season of transition, I'm going to worship through it. And here's the lyrics. This looks impossible, but you're the God of impossible. And I've seen your faithfulness all over my life. I need a miracle, and you're the God of miracles. Some ways, somehow, you came through every time. I know my God can do it, so I'm going to worship through it. Before I see my breakthrough, I'm going to choose to praise you. I will sing hallelujah to the one who can do what the world says can't be done. I know my God can do it, so I'm going to worship through it. Oh, in the middle of no way out, in the middle of my don't know how, I hear you whisper to me, peace, be still. This is why I believe that you will deliver me. You always have, and you always will. And I've been mocked at the shelter. I've been mocked with the business coaches that I had hired. I've been mocked by the Christians around me. I've been mocked by the homeless people, right? Like, I get mocked everywhere I go. I'm just like, okay, we'll see. When I was at work today, there were two gentlemen. I was doing some training, and so I was sitting in the dining area, and there were two gentlemen there that were meeting, and my heart was just like overflowed because I, of course, could hear their conversation, and what it was two younger men kind of holding, one was holding space for the other, who was coming to him as like an accountability partner, who was leading him to Christ and helping him through his recovery, and helping him learn how to be a better father. And so that conversation they prayed together, and just the way that this gentleman was talking about how he wanted to be a good father for his daughter, in spite of whatever difficulties him and the mother had, and just really showing great concern for wanting to be a good spiritual guide for his daughter, and talking about wanting to be present. Even mentioned how he got mad and at his parents and threw away the TV because he was tired of people being on the TV, and part of me wanted to be like, me too, I'm so tired of people being on screens and TVs and computers and phones, and I just want to take a hammer and smash them all. But I didn't. I kept doing my training, but in my heart I was just like, oh, it's okay, God, you're showing me that there is a wave of change. And I'm just not able to see it very often, but when I do see it, I'm like, yes. And then when I went to leave work, there was a woman there who had a baby, and so I started talking with her, and she was saying how she was visiting from Japan, and I was telling her how I want to travel, and she kind of cautioned me. She's like, yeah, I don't think now's a good time to be traveling. I said, yeah, I know God's kind of got me grounded right now, but I just want to see how other people live, because it's got to be better than what I'm seeing, what I've experienced. There has to be a better way somewhere that we can model off of, and that's why I said I just have it in me to go and meet people, but I keep meeting the same energies in different bodies, the same lessons in different bodies, and I'm like, I need different. I can't keep. The insanity has to stop, because I'm tired of doing this. So, okay. The other thing that I was gonna mention, that I am going to be, like I said, keeping my business closed. I did not renew the licensure, so I'm letting my EIN number go, and letting all the legal team that I have, I'm letting all of it go. So at this point, the only way that you'll be able to really get messages from me is going to be through these videos as I continue. This is kind of like a vlogging, like a little diary, transitions of life, as well as doing the collective messages, and it will change and evolve as well as I continue on. But I'm over trying to help people that don't want help. And until I can find the people that actually want to learn how to communicate better and improve their behavior, then I'm just wasted energy. And I'd rather be focusing on more personal goals of spending time with my grandkids and my kids, and exercising and finding other ways to make money, because this whole internet thing, it's not doing it for me. I can't. It's not working. Hello, is my microphone on? Because it's not working. And all it's doing is frustrating me, sitting here talking to myself in front of a screen. I think this is dumb. I get it that this is the new way of how people live, but I think it's dumb. I think it's really dumb. And now I can say I've tried it, and I can still say it's still dumb. All right, so let's go ahead. Oh, so the studying that I did today was with the four winds with the shaman. Shamans have taught me how to use energy medicine and epigenetics to activate my dormant DNA, which allows other people to then activate and tap into their own spiritual gifts, which is why I get so frustrated that I'm just doing dishes and mopping floors and cleaning toilets and making sandwiches, because the world we live in do not understand me. They don't get it, and they want me to go sit in a church pew, and I'm like, I've done this for 50 years. This isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be doing the shaman stuff. So I'm like, please, Lord, move me to where the shamans are, because they're not here in Indiana in the cornfields. If you've ever seen the movie Children of the Corn, that's how I feel. I feel like this is not right. And I don't know, maybe my people are hiding because they're afraid of the pitchforks and being like strung up. Because I do know this town was built by Nazis and the KKK, and so that makes a lot of sense. I mean, these are the descendants, and the mentality is still there, just they're not wearing hoods anymore, they're wearing suits and ties, you know. And I'm like, okay, it's still the same vibe, it's still the same trapped feeling, and everybody here is miserable, at least the people I meet, and so then I'm just like, is this how it is everywhere? Like, because according to the shamans in the four winds that were teaching me, it's not like that in other countries, it's not like that in other places. So how do I take the Eastern medicine and infuse it into the Western world without help? It's to me impossible, which is why I go back to God. So what we talked about is that the medical system in the West just perpetuates fear, and it's not a divine medicine of love. The goal should be for humans to live long and then die quick. Unfortunately, Western medicine just wants to keep us around and harvest us. We have this golden, pure energy in our aura, which is why people are addicted to my energy. They don't like me. They don't like this vessel. They don't like the words that come out of my mouth, but they love the benefits of being in my energy because it's a healing energy. I helped one gentleman actually heal his heart. He was on hospice, and guess what? He's no longer on hospice. So they love the benefits of me, which is why men want to poke every orifice and be all up in my face and touching me. I can't stand it. People come up and just touch me, and I'll be like, you do not have permission to touch me. Will you please stop? Last night I had one of the ex-convicts. I was relaxing in my vehicle, and I had my feet up because I don't know about men, but I know women, we have to elevate our feet because we need lymphatic drainage from the lower extremities. And so I had my feet up, and I'm by myself, and I got my tinted windows and everything, but I had my window cracked, and he comes over and, oh, ooh, those are sexy feet. I had to be like, get out of here. Leave me alone. I mean, it's... yeah. And people wonder why I don't want to go out and why I get all crabby. So, what I wanted to say is that you can also clear out and purify your own energy field instead of having to harvest mine and come at me and try to steal from me and try to vampire me and try to be in my energy field and suck all the goodness. Go do your own healing work. Go do this, and you yourself will have it. And then you don't have to come and bother me. All right, you have this carbon-based AI vessel, right, for only so long, but in your energy field is so much pain and agony that you're your aura is constantly trying to purge that out And so we in the Western world spent outrageous amounts of money for modern medicine, machines, doctors, scientific experiments to keep us alive out of the fear of death. I don't fear death. In fact, you know what? God could take me right now. I'd be perfectly fine. Because this 3D reality sucks. But I have a divine mission here, and I have a family that I care about, so I'm not ready to leave yet unless the good Lord says it's my time. But I'm not afraid of dying like everybody else. So I'm not out here going, oh, how can I stay alive? How can I stay alive? I'll be like, oh, if it's my time, it's my time. But if you need me here, okay, I'm here. But modern medicine in the West really perpetuates fear. And so today, many of us are burning up too quickly because of the stress that we are under, which is why 3 years ago, God said, stop what the world's forcing you to do. Pull back. Like, I know I'm not supposed to be working the 9 to 5. I know I'm not supposed to be working the 9 to 5. But until I can find people to help me figure out how to get money from people who don't want to give it, they just want to steal my energy. They just want to harvest off of me and pretend I'm not doing that. I am not stealing your sacral energy. I'm not invading your energetic field. I have no idea what you're talking about. And play stupid in my face. And I'm just like, oh God. Okay, please, the serenity prayer right now. God, grant me the patience. Because I don't look good in an orange jumpsuit and I don't need a police record. But I'm in a world where I have no support of that kind of protection, which is why God's working on bringing me in a divine masculine who is going to protect this because it's his. Okay? You guys are stealing his energy. You're tapping into his sacral chakra. So then he's going to get a little pissed, and then he's going to handle it, and then I can just not have to deal with the 3D realm anymore, unless he says, okay, I need you to go here with me, and I'll be like, why? You're supposed to be in charge of the 3D. I'm supposed to be in charge of the 5D. Why do I got to leave my house? And it better be good. Today, many of us, like I said, are burning up. We're using up that most beautiful golden energy that is saved for birth and death. We need that golden energy because that's what's needed to make the leap between the visible and the invisible realm. Otherwise, it's a very painful process. And if you have that, like when my mom passed, it was so peaceful because my sister and my aunt and me and like my family was able to give her what she needed to be able to learn how to accept where she was and learn those lessons and was able to retain and regain some of that golden energy, which made it a very peaceful and more easy passing for her. I love the trains. So, as you begin to clear the debris out of your own energy field, you clear out that fear. And as you clear out the fear from your energy field and from the tissue inside your body, which is why I know I'm not supposed to be working all these hours trying to make money in order to get gas to be able to go places and do these things. I know, I'm whining. I'm sorry, Lord. I know. It's all coming to me. I just need to be more patient. But I need to be exercising. I know people are like, oh, you're gonna make yourself wore out. I'm like, no, that is how I keep my energy field clear. I have to purge it out of the tissue by doing the yoga and doing the strength training and dancing and swimming and doing all these things. But this 3D Western world is not designed for me. Indiana is not designed for me at all. Not even a little bit. So I'm trying to force this body to survive without oxygen. And that's why I get so frustrated, which I get it. That's part of the lesson. So remember that the body keeps the score. And if you're a generational curse breaker like myself, then you're also purging and alchemizing and transmuting those low vibrational energies for your entire bloodline during this global mass awakening and planetary ascension. So when you experience trauma, it gets trapped in the muscles and the tissue. Like normally when I'm at peace and I'm just on my own and I'm meditating and doing my own thing, like my energy is just bliss. But the minute that I have to deal with these idiots, and I know it's judging, see, God says, see, you're judging. See, the minute I'm around people, whoop, my energy, my vibration goes down again. And I'm just like, why can't I go hide in a cave like the old yogis used to? Like, I don't want to be around people. I really don't. But I don't want to be sitting here staring at machines. I really don't. So, yeah, this is why we have mass suicide happening. People like me who don't want this 3D reality. I don't care if you gave me all the food in the world. If it's the wrong food for my body, what's the point? What do I need all the money for if my health is gone or I don't have my family? Right? So this setup is not conducive to humanity being able to really thrive and excel. It's meant to drive us to our death as quickly as possible so they can put us on a ventilator and then just harvest the energy. And then you're just a battery that they can take from. And your family then has to pay outrageous prices. So, fear paralyzes humans, which allows others to feed off of your energetic field. And anger and frustration and all these low vibrations are how they feed off of us. And so that's why I'm really finding myself struggling in how to navigate the 3D world balanced with the 5D world, with being able to do my divine mission when I'm supposed to be waiting for a divine counterpart. But how do I wait for somebody when I'm not actually out there meeting people, but I can't actually meet people because all it does is piss me off because I don't want to be here interacting with people doing stupid shit. And I'm just like, see, and I'm not supposed to be cussing, so the Holy Spirit's being grieved by that. And I'm just like, can I just go into a convent? Can someone please sign me up to be like hidden away with the nuns? But I don't think they've got it good either. So I'm like, there's no place for me on this planet. So, you could try to go the slow route through your next marriage, your next job, and then keep learning the lesson from a new face that comes in and learn the lesson from it, like another job that I'm doing, right? Like, oh my God, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. But how am I supposed to do what I'm supposed to be doing in order to survive? Because this planet is a slave planet. So, I prefer to go straight to illumination. This is the core healing practice of shamanic medicine. It's not about fixing the disease. By the time that you've got the disease, you need to actually go to a medical practitioner, but you have to go to the help that you're called to, but you also need to use discernment. You go to the plants. I use hape. I can't use hape here because people think that I've got problems. When I'm snorting up hape, they think it's drugs. And it causes me to vomit. It's clearing out your sinuses, so it's not really vomit, but then they'll be like, oh, you got an eating disorder, because they hear me, in the bathroom. And I'm just like, can I please have a sanctuary? I need a sanctuary. Where do my people hide? Please, there's a secret club somewhere. Where are you? I'm sending out my Wonder Woman signal to the sky through the internet. Please, please help me. So, you can recover using the shamanic methods, but what you really need to do is illuminate your own energy field so you can experience. The fascinating thing with this journey is that it's infinite. Now, for beings like me, like I know this is my last lifetime. This is my final lifetime. You only get so many to get it right? And then the universe is like, forget it. You're not actually helping the collective. You're still kind of keeping it stagnant. And so I know that this is the last one. I'm supposed to be activating my throat chakra. I'm supposed to be heard by the masses. There's people that are supposed to be helping me who didn't help me, so now I'm waiting for new people to come in to help me. But I'm not supposed to just sit here and wait, that I'm supposed to be out there trying to find them. But like I said, it's this weird spiritual scavenger hunt, but the people around me have like put the brakes on because they don't want me to go anywhere because they like to harvest my energy. And I'm like, okay, what do I do? What is the hidden code to get unstuck? Because this ain't working. So let's see. I had my energy reading today. I did day 8 of my tarot card journaling. So let me tell you what came out this morning. It was number 1, life areas to show more gratitude are new beginnings, limitless potential, and taking a leap of faith. I'm encouraged to step out into the unknown with an open heart. Number 2, how can I practice receiving abundance by accepting an earned victory, public recognition, and success? This card represents a moment of triumph where my sustained efforts are acknowledged by others and signals to step into the spotlight. And I know that can't be done here. I've tried for 20 years. If it was going to happen, it was going to happen, and it's not happening. So I'm like, I don't know how to get to wherever it is I'm supposed to go, and heck, I don't even know where I'm supposed to go anymore, because I keep saying I get the call that I'm supposed to be going to work with like the Tim Tebow Foundation. I'm supposed to be going and helping these organizations that are doing great things already and help amplify them. But how do I get there? I don't know. I don't have a clue. Number 3. What do I need to be thankful for today is balance, moderation, and harmony. It asks me to practice patience, which clearly I keep trying to be patient, but then I'm still sitting in the same dang spot day after day after day. And I know that nothing changes if nothing changes. So then I'm like, I got to do something. And God says, no, you just have to be. And I'm like, okay, well, being isn't working. This is just ridiculous. So I'm still trying to be thankful. Well, going, Jesus, take the wheel, please. Can you step on the gas too? Can we step on the gas too? I don't even care if I crash into a wall at this point. It's movement. It's momentum. But I'm supposed to also be thankful for harmony. It asks me to practice patience and find a middle path and blend these opposing forces in my life instead of rushing to act on the extremes. So, like I said, all day long, I'm calm, cool, collected. I'm doing what needs to be done. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But in my head, I'm going, this ain't what I'm supposed to be doing, but this is what I have to do for right now. So I guess I'm going to be like Confucius and keep washing dishes and making sandwiches. I guess. So, number 4 says, what do I need to celebrate today is destiny, cycles, and inevitable change. As a major turning point, it reminds you that life is in constant flux, meaning both good times and bad times are temporary. Number 5 was, what is stopping me from celebrating myself more is a leap before you look. This card symbolizes passion, swift action, and fearless adventure. So I'm being encouraged to pursue my goals with relentless momentum, spontaneity, and unbridled enthusiasm. As soon as I got resources that can do that, I'll be able to. But until I got the resources, which is why I just want to shake men, because they made this world for themselves. And how are women supposed to function in this? It's so toxic. I can't function in it. It's not made for me. And I need to know, where are the females like me? Because they're not here in Indiana, I'm telling you that. Number 6, benefits of practicing gratitude daily in the next 3 months is to prevent emotional imbalance, such as being overwhelmed by feelings, acting clingy, or experiencing blocked intuition. It's a call to stop overgiving, set healthier boundaries, and redirect your nurturing energy toward healing and replenishing your own well. So, at least for the next 3 months, Holman's Consulting shut down completely. And like I said, God's going to reveal a new plan to me, because the people that were sabotaging me, I don't know how to rebound from it. So only option I have is to deviate, go off grid, rebuild something else with new people, and then I'll let you know. But that's where we're at. So we got Keepers of the Light Oracle. Let's see what Ascended Master wants to join us. And I know I've done a lot of talking today, because I've got a lot of pent up frustration doing jobs I know I'm not supposed to be doing, being around people I know I'm not supposed to be around, but feeling like I have no other options and choices because I'm waiting on the good Lord to open up pathways for me to be able to shift. Because it's all in divine timing, it's all in God's hands, and I know the people that are supposed to be helping me are watching, and they're like, she's not ready yet. Well, guess what? You keep me in this state of being, and I'm never going to be ready yet. Like, you try doing what I'm doing. You come here and do this and see if you're ever going to be in a good mood. I guarantee that he would be like, I don't know how you've survived this long. All right, I've got Bridget, the inner strength. It says, move back to wholeness and recognize that you have the power. So I'm supposed to be calling in people like me, people that understand me, people that speak my language. I don't know how to do that. I keep trying, and they don't want to work with me either. They want me to support them in their mission, but what about me? I get it. I can support you, but I need you to like to support me. So, how do we get reciprocity, people? Please help me out with that one, because it's not working. On a side note, I did finally have someone. The gentleman who does my website is phenomenal. If you want to know his information, go and reach out and I'll give it to you. He finally sent me information that 3 years it's taken me, and my door's shutting down to finally get someone to access my website and send me information asking for help. And I'm like, isn't that ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you're already late. Just like, this is crazy. Like, I don't have the money to keep the business going, and I finally get one person to finally be like, I want some help. Everybody else is like, I want help, I'm fine. Everything's great in my world. I don't want to be here and I want to die and I don't like people, but I'm good. Like okay. So, like I said in the previous video, I guess misery likes company, and I'm just like, okay, where are the other light beings? Where are the other light beings? Work your lights. Let's see what we get about working your light. I'm sure it's going to be something about patience and just let it go. Because whoever's meant to die is going to die anyway, right? Like, whoever's going to live is going to live. Like, it's not in my hands. I just happen to be a vessel that can help prevent suicide, homicide, and abuse. But nobody seems to want to access that help. So it's like, okay. Well, they want the access, but they want it free. They want the books, they want them free. They want the worksheets, they want them free. They want my time, but they want it free. And it's like, dude, that's not how this works. That's not how this works. All right, we've got Sisterhood of the Rose. It says beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. So just a confirmation of where I am at in this spiritual evolution. And not many people can comprehend that and understand it. So it makes it pretty isolating when you're surrounded by church folk who don't understand it. All right, I got my Crystal Alchemy Oracle deck. Let's see what the crystals have to say. And again, there's other women that are out here doing their missions and they've got the support. But I don't know, I guess I just don't know how to talk to men in order to get them on board with helping me. It really, that is a mystery to me. Which is why it's just shocking. It's just shocking. Because it's like, I'm on your team. I'm trying to help you guys be able to communicate with your teams and your wives and your daughters and your sons. And so, I don't know. I don't get it anymore. Let's see what we got. We have hematite. It says this is for your Earth Star chakra, grounding, focus, and strength. And I got plenty of strength, but everybody just wants to use it for their purpose. And I'm like, no, I got my own damn purpose. So, all right, let's do one of these cards from my Chakra Wisdom Oracle Guidebook. See, rudeness. They're standing right here watching me record, but church folk over here making sure we're standing right by the lady instead of all the other open space. It's just, it baffles me. All right, we're going to go ahead and pull a card here. And I already have these more detailed message videos already listed. So I'll pull a card and then you can go ahead and find that video. And the rudeness in this community just baffles me. Alright, so we've got bittersweets. That describes my personality right now, is bittersweet. I don't understand humanity, and I'm starting to be like, Jesus, can we speed up the process of removing certain people from the planet? And that doesn't sound very good. That is not a nice thing to think or say, which is why the Holy Spirit said, you're done with your business. Business is over. It's all taking and no giving, which has made Becky a very bittersweet person to be around. So, let's get a message from the Spirits of Nature. I'm going to be doing a series called How to Be Holy, because clearly these religious folk don't know how to be holy. And some of these spiritual folk don't know how to be holy. So I'm in this weird group that's in the middle here that's going, you're wrong and you're wrong. We're all a little bit wrong. So can we all just hold hands and sing Kumbaya instead of modern day witch trials? Well, that would be nice, but I don't know how realistic it is. Okay. Tobacco reciprocity. Confirmation. I'm supposed to be getting people that will give reciprocity. Now, like I said, the guy who does my website, he's phenomenal. There's another gentleman that was doing my marketing and like kind of advertising, creating funnels and stuff for me. He's been really great. Even the coach that I bought the tools from, he and I didn't really kind of see it because he didn't like when I was like, these are confusing. Like, he didn't like that. But I mean, what he's doing is great service to everybody. He didn't like me very much, and so I just like, okay, I'm back away. Never mind. I don't need your tools. It's okay. I've got them. I don't need to know how to use them. Never mind. not gonna poke the bear and upset people anymore. I'm just gonna shut up and go away. All right, tobacco reciprocity, card number 39. So let's see what I get for card 39. So the spirit of this card is not that of commercially available tobacco, which has taken on a destructive role in modern times and whose sacred purpose has been exploited and demeaned through commercialization and industrialization. Instead, it's about the traditional tobacco that has been used for thousands of years by various cultures as sacred medicine. Sacred tobacco is used in prayer, purification, and cleansing along with sage, cedar, sweetgrass, and cornmeal. When smoked, it transports prayers so that they reach the Creator. When you inhale the smoke, however, you inhale the prayers that they won't be hurt. So the way people smoke today, they inhale it so then spirit won't get the prayers because you inhaled them, right? Before they would put it in their mouth and then blow it out. They didn't actually inhale it into their lungs. So when you use in a sacred way, tobacco can promote physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. I know I've gotten dirty looks for saging when I'm outside of the I wanted to call it the prison. No, but it's not a prison. It was the shelter. It was a prison without bars in my opinion. So sacred tobacco is also used as an offering to the Creator or another person, place, or being, and is a sign of respect when asking for guidance or protection. When offered by smoking it, not inhaling it, or with a small pinch of the herb, it's not only a gesture of gratitude, but also an application of the principle of reciprocity. Instead of just taking the gifts from the land and the Creator that are so freely given, we exchange this sacred medicine for what we receive, and it serves to remind us of the mutuality of our relationships with all beings. So I do think sometimes I channel other people's frustrations. Like, they probably overheard me talking about church folks, and that's why they wanted to stand here and disrupt what I was doing. So the energy, that frustration, I can already feel it gone and calming down. So being so energetically sensitive, my natural state of peace is disrupted by the negative energies held within the energy fields of other people. And they don't like when I talk about shamanism and energy and healing and speak against organized religion. Like, this town is so indoctrinated that, oh, another little chipmunk, that I really cannot survive in this environment. It's beautiful. They got all kinds of luxuries here, but they don't want me to make money in order to have my voice be heard by people. Even though the teenagers are committing suicide and the things that I have to say can help them, they would rather go on a trip and do all these other things that I'm like, that's not what your kid needs. But nothing I can do about it. So here's your message. Many people don't think about the spiritual nature of reciprocity, yet this is something that tobacco spirit teaches us and is encouraging you to do. Expressing gratitude for whatever you receive, whether the giver is your loved ones, the land, or inspiration from the Creator, is a practice that can become mindlessly habitual and rote if you let it. So always be sure to tap into the place of sincere gratitude in your heart and soul. recognize that you are freely giving something in return. CO2 for the plants and the trees. Offer a small quantity of crumbled tobacco leaf or sage or cornmeal before you plant your garden whenever you enjoy communing with a tree, or while you're welcoming the birds that sing to you in the morning. Pay close attention to these coming days to the reciprocity that can be consciously practiced. So I do know that people are going to be coming in more and more to give me that sense of reciprocity, and so that's why I'm trying to stay away from humans. But when I have to work customer service and be treated like slave labor, it makes it hard because I'm supposed to be in prayer, I'm supposed to be reading the Bible, I'm supposed to be saging, I'm supposed to be dancing, I'm supposed to be doing the somatic breath work. But when the 3D reality is trying to prevent me from doing those things I desperately need, and I know that's not right because I'm supposed to say thank you, I've already got it. I'm on this hamster wheel and I need the momentum forward, and at this point I'm begging and pleading for other light beings that are in their divinity to please assist me and that we can have reciprocity. But right now I'm in a community where that is just not possible, and people want to say, oh, you're just over-exaggerating. No, I'm not over-exaggerating. I've been in this community for over 20 years. It's not possible. So let's get a message from the Human Spirit Oracle, learning to connect. Like I said, I know I am one with all of these people, but they don't want to be one with me. Then when I try to go to the spiritual people, they don't want to be one with me either. So I'm like, okay, what do I do now? I can't play with the religious folk, can't play with the spiritual folk. Where's the middle ground people? Where are they at? Please tell me. I need my others. The ones that are the outcasts of all this chaos that are banded together. Because doing it by myself in the 3D is, it's wearing on my soul. It's really wearing on my soul. So, gotta start having gratitude that I'm gonna get like-minded people to come into my life finally after 50 years. So how ironic. I get eye to eye. Eye to eye. Well, let's see. Card 23. What do we get? I spy with my little eye. Do you view things from other perspectives, trying to see eye to eye with the beings in your world? Remember, reality is all relative to the human experience. In your reality, there is only your truth, and all you can do is try to understand someone else's truth. Seeing eye to eye, or at least respecting someone's reality, can make life less of an argument or a competition, and more of a meaningful existence. It is easy to forget that we all see things differently. And that doesn't mean those of us that are different are less than and not deserving to live. Remember, all eyes are different and see things from their individual point of view. It might do you some good to take the time to listen to someone else's version and help to expand your own horizons, or at least realize where they're coming from. But I need them to sit at the damn table to have that conversation instead of hiding and running. I can't ask you questions if you won't speak. So, Just think of the game I Spy. Someone sees something from a window, that same window you're looking through, but you don't always have the same focal point at first. Which is why I created my business about communication and behavior. For us people that are autistic and ADHD and neurodivergent, we don't flippin' understand you people. We don't. And then you won't let us have conversations about it. And then you judge us and you slam us into systems to try to fix us when there's nothing wrong with us. We just see the world differently. And that doesn't mean we should die. Archangel Raphael healing. I think I definitely need a message here. And then I need a nap. So then I gotta go and do it all again tomorrow. Alright, Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me close this reading, hopefully on an uplifted spirit. Letting me know what to relay to my collective that is hurting and healing and growing at this time. Increased energy. Thank you, Lord. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for filling me with the unlimited energy of divine love and light. I look forward to the day when people can openly have conversations that are mutually beneficial and not in this patriarchal, domineering, I'm better than you, where we can all see eye to eye. And I'm praying that that happens sooner rather than later, because we're on the verge of a mass extinction, guys. Conversations could stop it. Whew. All right. I'm gonna stop thinking about the state of the world and quit boo-hooing about my situation and go drink some water, get out of the heat, and take a nap. I really am grateful that you are here, toughing out one more day and hopefully learning how to celebrate yourself and celebrate this this incarnation, because Lord knows we don't want to have to keep coming back and repeating the same lessons for infinity. So if I'm helping you in any way, shape, or form, I would really appreciate it if you could like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell so you know when more content comes out, so that way we can get more people to reach these messages and hopefully bring some healing to you. Until next time, the light in me honors and respects the light in you. And I hope you have a blessed day.